and welcome to another chart side feature down to dunk video analysis. Again, I'll try to have them regularly. We'll see if I can do every week or every, say, 10-15 days. This is the home of chart side. We will quickly go into the playlist manager and we will analyze two aspects of the Denver game. One asked by Ryan Fawcett about the 8-0 run, and the other one from Caleb Bennett about generally how Russ is finishing at the rim. And I thought that giving the full breakdown of his shots at the rim could be useful to give an idea on where Russ can do better, or where he's struggling, or where he's actually being effective. There was a question about how long did it took to develop this software. Well, it took quite a while. The version of the website is the third iteration, so 3 years, and then previously we had another standalone application that we worked on for initially just ourselves, and then for a brief amount of time with Vantage Sports. So let's go into the playlist manager and let's go first to the 8-0 run that Denver had. Okay, so we start our analysis 68-65 to see what kind of shots what kind of shot OKC generate to tie the game, and then we move on from there. Let's take out the volume here and let's go back to the clip. Okay, so 68-65, this is an initial pick and roll where, as you can see here, let's go back for a second and let's stop here. Adams is slipping the pick, so let's move to the drawing area, color, green color. So Adams will go here, occupying the space. You can see that the defense is waiting to close, and who can benefit from here is our guy Jeremy Grant on the corner. I don't particularly like the position of PG. He's passive, he's not waiting for the ball, and we will see how that affects the possession later on. But Adams is slipping, and so Russ has the space. You can see that there is a small amount of space here. We'll see what Russ does. And Russ, since he has no pressure from Jokic, and he sees that Millsap has decided to help here. Millsap is helping here, and so there is a lot of space here. Grant is wide open. Again, PG is passive. Look at how active Jeremy is compared to PG. And so the ball goes to Jeremy, who doesn't lower it, and immediately sinks the three-pointer. This is actually a very good pick and roll action, not finalized by Adams, but to Jeremy Grant. And to finish the analysis here, I don't mind the position of PG in terms of where he is with his feet, but I wonder if his body language doesn't say I want a shot right now. Okay, let's move forward to the first defensive possession. Let's see how Denver plays it. Russ is very aggressive on this pick and roll and prevents any action. Then it's Ferguson here. Russ makes a very good read. He's helping, but PG is late here. He's watching the ball. And he's not really watching where the ball can go. But anyway, so far so good. The ball goes here, and PG is very, very late. The ball goes away, and here Steven Adams is extremely unlucky because he taps out the ball to the middle of the court, which is okay, I think. and then in the next possession we'll see what happens. But here the main issue with this possession is actually PG's defense. Here you have, rightfully so, Russ is helping here, otherwise it's a three-pointer for Murray. But here there is Gary Harris, who is a 35+% three-point shooter. I don't remember by the top of my head. Jeremy staying home on Millsap. He's okay. Maybe he should occupy like this position instead, like around here, to be effective on both players. But there is a risk of backdoor cut, so I don't have any issue. Adams is occupying the right position over here, but here there is too much space. Okay, let's clear out and let's see the possession again. And this is a wide open three. It's not a good possession for Paul George. Let's see what happens here. Oops, I move forward. Okay, so the ball goes to Jamal Murray, and there's nothing you can do. Yes, you can stay a bit closer to him, especially late in the clock, but this is a hard shot. So let's see where the other defenders are. Russ is okay. Steven is occupying the middle. There is a slim chance of a pass from here to there, and even if he can close out, it's Torrey Craig. It's not a volume three-point shooter, so I think it's a good position to have. But here, there's not much Jeremy can do. He contests. Murray sinks a shot. Good job from him. Okay, next offensive possession. There's again the slip, the pick. And let's see the beginning of the action. Again, PG is in a perfect position right now, not very active again. It could be like a little bit closer to the three-point line. There is, but it's fine. It's fine. Let's see if the pass is okay. The pass is kind of okay, a tad in front of PG that decides not to shoot this and to attack from the dribble, going into a ton of bodies here. Maybe the pass was not perfect, maybe PG didn't felt, but come on, he's getting the ball now. This is a shot that PG needs to take. Or, if you don't want to take a shot, since you have the paint is completely packed, you have a different option. Let's change the color because I'm bored. You can move the ball here. Wide open Jeremy Grant. That is something that you can do right now, but he elected to go inside, and he doesn't really look at anything. Russ here is in a bad position. He's keeping Gary Harris here. He should sprint to the corner. Ferg makes the correct move, and he goes here. Let's see. Yes, there is a window to pass here. So let's clear out. See, Russ is keeping Gary Harris here for no reason. He should move away. And PG is not looking here, where there is a wide open Terrence Ferguson. And he decides to go up. And actually Denver does a pretty good job packing the paint. I'm not discussing fouls here because I don't know. From this angle, it seems like an okay defense from Nikola Jokic. Let's move on. Okay. Next possession. Here there is Craig. Millsap is trying to gather some space, and this is a wide open shot that you don't want to give to Murray. Oops. Let's start back from scratch. Okay. So far so good. A screen from Torrey Craig. Here Ferg does a really good job Let's analyze the position. So why PG is here? Why? So Adams is kind of guarding Murray. Russ is rightfully so. Is right on Jokic. Why PG is doubling Millsap here, while giving a wide open passing window to Harris? I don't really know. I don't have an explanation. This is a very bad read. Now PG doesn't look at the ball, and Adams tries, because he's not even closing out. So Adams tries to move here. He's not late on the rotation. This is his man. He's trying to cover up. But here, PG recognized that late. Russ could go here, but he's on Jokic, and he doesn't react to the play. PG is really no man's land. And before you know it, there is a wide open shot. And Adams really does a good job. I mean, what else can he do here? And OKC corrals the rebound. Okay. Now PG on the attack. And this is not a bad shot. I don't want to say. I mean, I'll say that, but it's not really something that you can ask from PG. You could pass to Adams, but he's not even in position. You could try to make the pass because those players are not looking, and he's guarded by Murray, I think. But it's fine. I mean, get the shot. And anyway, the rebound is Stevens, and this is a. You can say that this is a very good read from PG, because he knows that even if he misses the shot, there's a decent chance that Steven will get the rebound, and that happens actually. So let's see what happens in the next chance. Yeah, it's again PG shot. Adams gets the rebound. He doesn't want to give the ball to Terrence immediately. He does now, and now Russ goes into attack mode, one-on-one, left dribble, and this is unlucky. Sorry. Okay, so let's go here and let's analyze this. Pass to Adams, pass to Russ. So Russ is one-on-one against Millsap. You want him to drive. Let's see. The drive is okay. Jeremy even tries to move away, maybe a tad late, because here there is Torrey Craig that will impact Russ's shot, but Russ has a clear way to go to the basket. He goes. Well, Torrey Craig really does nothing. I don't know how Russ misses this. He changes the hand mid-air for apparently no reason, and there is a transition opportunity for the Nuggets in the next play. Let's see. 0 against 1 transition. This, you cannot let that happen. There is just some outrunning. PG has been outrun from Gary Harris. PG waits a second to see if he can bother the pass, but it can't, and so 5-0 for Denver. Very nice outlet pass from Nikola Jokic. This is a bad pass. This is just an awful pass from PG. You cannot pass the ball like that. Like, it's too high. It's really too high. And here, Jamal Murray does a really good job of bothering Adams here, leaving Terrence Ferguson. This is a gamble by Jamal Murray, but a good gamble. And again, another lost possession. On the other side, there's a pick and roll where Adams blocks actually Jamal Murray. This is a very good pick and roll defense for the match. Steven Adams has been hated by the fans quite a lot. and like for good reasons, but also for meaningless ones. Here, the help defense is perfect. He helps, he blocks. Let's move on. This is a very good pick and roll defense for Steven Adams. There was a jump ball. I probably skipped one possession because it was meaningless. And this is something that I hate. I really hate this. There is no other way to categorize this shot. This is a horrible shot by Jeremy Grant, who is deciding to take those as of late. And these are the shots that I want him to cancel from his arsenal, because these are really useful. Yeah, useless. Sorry. You have a one-on-one against Nikola Jokic. You need to get to the basket, or you need to reload, and there is 19 seconds. Look here, 19. Why are you taking an early jumper? So you have a one-on-one. Just take him from the dribble. You cannot settle for this. This is just, I don't know, this is just bad basketball. Okay, next one. Okay, probably this was in the wrong order. Okay, this is Jamal Murray. Like another kind of sorry, there was an initial pick and roll with Mason Plumlee, and then okay, this is a situation where Steven Adams messes with the possession. Look at here. Russ has a good defensive position, a tad deep, well, maybe very deep, and Steven sees that and wants to help. But there is a 40% shooter waiting over here. And so Steven has the option of staying in the middle ground, like here, to fake the help and stay sort of close to Craig, or to commit. He decides to commit, and so he goes here. And let's see what happens. Oop, immediate pass. And Craig is wide open. You can argue that once Jeremy Grant sees that there is a help, he should have moved right here. But he doesn't. He stays home with Jokic. And you could have decided to move. The rotation could have been, I'm going here, so I'm going here, and you go here. And eventually, Russ will move here. But I don't think it was right to rotate in this position. Anyway, Steven does it, and boom, Jeremy is very late, and Craig goes. Okay, so this was the 8-0 run. I think that there was some unlucky possession, like the one with Russell Westbrook. But to be fair, there was a lucky possession on Denver, the step back three. For the rest, it was like bad possessions offensively and bad possession defensively for the Thunder. Okay, this was the first part. I will get to the second part in a second. Next, we will watch Russell Westbrook finishing at the rim against Denver. We'll see how that goes. We'll start from the early moments of the game. Let's remove the audio here. Okay. So first possession, there was a first initial screen between Jeremy and Russ that causes a switch. So right now Russ has a good matchup in terms of speed. Let's see how it goes. Let's see the other positions on the floor. Paul George is here. Jeremy Grant spaces the floor here, and Jokic is in the middle of the court. And Steven Adams arrives right now. Okay, so one-on-one, and Russ does a pretty good job. There is no help. Let's see how Denver defense reads that. There is no helping from Jokic for no reason apparently. And let's see how much space Murray gives to Jeremy Grant. And also Terrence is completely free. Yes, there is a screen from Steven Adams here. He's screening. But overall, the only player that has his man aware of his position is PG. Let's go here, and there is a free way to the basket. Okay, another possession early in the quarter. Russ fakes the three, then go directly at Harris and misses both. So let's see how that happens. Again, no help. Murray is not caring. Millsap leaves Jeremy Grant while Burton stays on PG. And this is a good one-on-one defense from Gary Harris. He stays vertical. And in a second jump, maybe there's a contact here. Again, I don't want to discuss this. This was a good position from Russ, but maybe here something different could have been done. Like, he could still try to reverse the field. PG, to be fair, should give Russ the corner option and give more space to Jeremy Grant, who should be actually here. So not a great spacing from PG and Jeremy Grant, while Ferg is perfect here because he needs to occupy the 3-point area here. For the rest, I mean, this is not a bad possession from Russ, just a good defense from Gary Harris. Okay, so next possession, let's clear the field. We'll look at 5 to 10 possession of Russell Westbrook. Okay, we are late in the second quarter. Well, early in the second quarter. There's a just straight line drive in transition from Russell Westbrook. Let's see how that goes. This is Craig having a good defensive stance here. Russ is very ahead. I don't know when Craig touches the ball. It's hard to tell, but it seems a fair. If he touches the ball, then it's a fair block. If you want to argue if there is a call to be made there, again, not the point of the topic here. My point is maybe Russ here could have done more in terms of putting his body onto Craig right here. So he decides to move away from the basket. He should have closed his penetration to the basket here. Like he goes this way, like toward in this it should have gone here. Easy to say, but he jumps in the wrong direction, I think. Okay, couple more. There is another transition opportunity for Russell Westbrook here. I think, oops, I moved forward too much. I think here he actually commits travel. Let's see. Okay, first, 1, 2, 3. Yes, this is a work by Russ. Let's see that one more time. He splits correctly here, but this is already step 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a walk. That's a walk from Russell Westbrook, but yeah, I mean, bad non-call from the officials. Another semi-transition opportunity here. Russ does a better job of not traveling, but still a bad job in terms of finishing. he splits the defense, right? This is a good screen by Steven Adams here. And then Millsap is still able to bother him a bit. And Russ is not able to finish with his left hand. I mean, these are hard finishes. Can he do something different here? Well, sure. When he's here, if Grant is able to be already here instead of here, he could pass the ball. I think he's looking right now to see if there is anyone here in this area. He sees nothing, and so he goes right to the hoop, missing a shot over there. Russ shot the ball particularly well that night, but yeah, still a few looks they didn't go his way. Okay, this is a very, very good action between Steven and Russ. Let's look at the possession again. Out of bound play. Look at how Russ here fakes this direction and instead moves to this one. Murray is very passive here. Hands on his knees, not very active, and he reacts so late. Look at how much space there is from here to here. Like, this is too much. It means that both Millsap and Murray are not considering either Ferguson or Grant as three-point threats. And this is actually harmful. Look at how Craig is guarding PG, who is in a very non-dangerous offensive position here. Okay, and Russ here does what he should. Murray really didn't move for the entire possession. This is not a very good defensive possession by Murray. Very good read from Steven Adams. Okay, another transition opportunity, 56-52. Russ is one-on-one against Gary Harris here, and he tries to post him up, but here he makes, sorry, my bad. Here he makes Harris pay by having patience. So up to here he's posting it. I am sorry. Okay, let's try to press the right button. So here there is no room of going one-on-one because there are already 3 defenders here, and so Russ has no space. He can try to pass to Steve or to change, but neither Jeremy or Steven is really ready to get the ball, and so Russ makes the correct read. He waits for the defense to settle. Jokic leaves him, and so there is a one-on-one opportunity between him and Gary Harris. He uses his strength. Here, Jokic doesn't want Adams to be involved, and neither wants a backdoor cut from Terrence Ferguson, so he tries to occupy this position, leaving Millsap to guard Russell Westbrook together with Gary Harris. And look how Russ pumps fake, use a pump fake, and then the job is done. Very, very good offensive possession from Russell Westbrook here. Let's see maybe another one, and then we are done. Maybe another 2. Russ here splits the defense perfectly in transition. This is a very good Russell Westbrook possession. Let's dissect this. First, Jokic helps. He tries to avoid Russ going in this direction, but Murray has no position here, and so Russ can go forward. Murray is not, he's still running, and so Russ decides to move, and then he's yet not into a defensive position, so Russ can go either here with one dribble or here. Both options are open as Jokic is really doing nothing here. Russ takes the center, of the court, and the help is too late. The line is here, and there is too much space to cover. Russ already picked up his dribble, so if you foul him, it's 2 shots. And in any case, Russ explodes, gets the foul, and finishes. But the crucial point of this action is here. As Jokic stops, Murray is on his feet. He's on his heels. There is no way he can have a very good position, and he backpedal. Jokic cannot stay with Russ, and here Russ has all the space in the world to go this direction, which is the crucial one, because it's a free way to the basket. Oops, and Millsap here stays there. So again, a very good offensive possession from Russell Westbrook over here. Last one maybe. Let's see if there is another one we can look at. A cut from Russell Westbrook, then it's 1-on-1 against Jokic. Oh yes, this I particularly like. Let's analyze from the beginning. First, Russ cuts. Jokic makes a very good entry defense, so there is no room for us to go directly to the hoop here. There is no way. And so he moves away from the basket. But the switch is made, so now Russ is paired with Jokic, which is what you want in certain situations. So let's see how it goes. Russ moves away, and it's 1-on-1 now. This is a very good read from PG as well. He gives Russ, by staying here, he's in line for a pass from Russ, and so Burton has to leave Russ and cover for PG. Let's see what those two do. They leave Terrence Ferguson. Here there is a bad communication between Murray and Harris. They are not covering this room here. So Harris, if you want to leave Terrence in the corner, you should at least occupy a position where Russ can go with his dribble. And at the same time, if he's here, he also cover for these passes, for these potential pass. Let's see what Russ does. He just beats Jokic from the dribble, and this is an easy 2. Okay, so to sum this up, I think that Russ going to the hoop is a very good news, and it was a very good news to take out from the Denver game. But maybe what he can take away as well is that he should do it more often. I mean, against Denver, it was like, I think, 10 to 15 attempts at the rim with good success, because Russ was 50% from the field while shooting 20% from the floor, from the 3-point range, and he didn't took really many mid-range shots. I think he took none, and so it's a very good shot distribution, and you wonder. Against like a tall front line as the Denver one, Russ is doing this, whereas against Memphis or against teams like that, he decides to shoot too much. That is up to the coaching staff to letting him know what is the best solution from him. Thank you again for your questions, and thank you for all the support you're giving to me and to Down to Dunk. Again, I hope to keep this regularly and to give you my view of the game, which is not the only one or the correct one necessarily, but I try to explain what I see, and I hope that is really helpful to you guys. Till the next one.